We did not win the lottery. We did not inherit money, and we do not really use coupons. But over the years, there are 7 simple habits that our family built that quietly changed our finances and helped us survive some very expensive seasons of life. None of them are flashy, but stacked together, they've saved us tens of thousands of dollars. Today, I'm sharing all 7 with you. Hello, I'm Carrie, and welcome to Financial Survival, where we talk about real life money at every age and stage. From starting out, to raising kids, to navigating midlife and beyond. Money decisions never stop, they just change. Let's get into the habits that made the biggest difference for our family. Habit number 1, how we buy vehicles. We committed to never buying new cars early in our marriage. New vehicles lose about 45 to 55% of their value in the first 4 years. An $80,000 truck or SUV can be worth $40,000 in a few years. In 2025, the average new vehicle payment is over $700 a month. That's a serious hit to your cash flow. We pay cash, look for low mileage vehicles that are 4 to 6 years old, and stay patient. And when we buy from a dealer, we skip the extras. The warranty, rust proofing, fabric protection. I always laugh because the salesperson tells me it's a perfect vehicle. And then the finance office suddenly explains how it might leave me stranded unless I spend another $5,000. I'd rather keep that $5,000 in my account and pay for repairs if they ever happen. Habit number 2, furniture and appliances. This one requires patience. We made a decision early on that we would save up for these items and never put them on payment plans. We also bought only when there was a real need. At the start of our marriage, our apartment was pretty bare. We sat on lawn chairs and milk crates because we didn't have enough money to buy a couch that fit our space and our budget. Our kitchen table was a hand-me-down of a hand-me-down. When we finally had enough money saved to buy a kitchen table ourselves, we shopped around, comparing price with quality. We bought a solid golden oak pedestal table with 2 leaves, which was very stylish at the time. 25 years later, we're still using that table, and 3 of the 4 original chairs are still around too. Buying less, paying cash, and choosing quality over quick fixes really paid off. Habit number 3, the 30-minute rule. If we were 30 minutes or less from home, we did not stop for fast food. Years ago, when we owned a small business, we were constantly doing deliveries in the evenings and on weekends. And like clockwork, around 5:30, someone in the vehicle would say, "I'm hungry." We'd pull into the drive-thru thinking we'd grab just fries. Then it became fries and a drink, then the meal deal because it was only a little bit more, and suddenly everyone needed to eat, and we'd spent most of what we were making on that delivery. So we made a family rule. If we were within 30 minutes of home, we waited. We started carrying simple snacks in the car, granola bars, fruit snacks, even just buns, enough to take the edge off until we got home. It meant planning ahead and making sure we had something quick to throw together for dinner once we walked in the door, because meals at home were dramatically cheaper than the drive-thru. We could make homemade sandwiches for under 50 cents each instead of paying $4 for a fast food burger. That tiny change didn't feel dramatic at the time, but over the months and years, it's made a huge difference in our grocery and restaurant spending. Habit number 4, never shop hungry. My husband is not allowed to grocery shop alone. Now, to be fair, when I go shopping, I bring a list. And if I see something on sale, I ask myself, can I actually use this for meals this week? Most sale items stay on the shelf because I don't buy food without a plan for it. For years, my husband worked right beside a grocery store, so I'd ask him to pick up a few things on his way home. The problem? I was sending a hungry person into the grocery store, and that is never a good idea for the budget. He'd come home with what was on the list and a receipt that also included a chocolate bar, beef jerky, or some other emergency snack. Cutting out those emotional end of day purchases has saved us thousands over the years. So our rule is now simple. Grocery shop with a list and never when you're starving. Habit number 5 is one of the biggest things that changed our financial future. We automated our savings. In Canada, there's something called the tax-free savings account, or TFSA, and it's been one of the most powerful tools for us because any growth inside that account is never taxed. When it started, the yearly limit was $5,000. Today, it's $7,000. We make it a goal to max it out every year, and honestly, that hasn't always been easy. What made it possible was automation. We worked out the math and realized we needed to save about $580 per person each month. So instead of hoping the money would be left at the end of the month, we moved that amount automatically every single month before we had a chance to spend it. Over time, steady contributions plus compounding growth has helped us move closer to our retirement goals without stress. The biggest lesson: if you don't see the money, you don't miss it. And your future self will thank you. Habit number 6, experienced clothing. When our kids were younger, they were growing faster than they could wear out their clothes. We got creative, trading clothes with friends and family, shopping garage sales, secondhand stores, and consignment shops. Some outfits actually passed through 5 different kids in just a couple of years. Not only did this save us significant money, but it also taught our children the value of thoughtful spending. Even as adults, they still look for smart ways to stretch their clothing dollars. It's a small habit, but over the years, the savings really add up. Habit number 7, the $300 rule. If a purchase costs $300 or more, both of us have to agree before it happens. It almost eliminates impulse buys, forces us to pause and shop around and ask, is this a need or a want? Most of the time, waiting a few days or checking other options either changes our minds or helps us find a better deal. It's a small habit, but it protects our budget and keeps our spending aligned with our goals. None of these habits are dramatic on their own, but together, year after year, they've changed our financial life. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits are you already doing? And which could make the biggest difference for you right now? Comment below. I read them all. A little bit about me. I'm a college graduate with over 25 years of experience as both an entrepreneur and an employee. Having run and sold 2 small businesses, I've navigated parenting, budgeting, mortgages, and all the ups and downs of real life money. And I'm married to a financial advisor, so finance has been a big part of our family discussions for decades. If you want more real life money conversations like this, subscribe to Financial Survival. New videos every week. Thanks for being here, and I will see you in the next video.